This is James with Battlefront Strategies. Today we're going to be looking at the drop zone mode. This is in Bionip Laboratories on Bespin. And I wanted to showcase a particular hand that I'm using, and also strategy of how to rotate around, drop pods, and use them for cover as you're taking them over. So there's a couple things I want you to pay attention to as we're going through this. One, I want you to watch the leaderboard. So at first, I'm not going to start off with a ton of points, which is okay. You get there, but I just want you guys to look at the leaderboard because it shows you that these strategies are working. So let's take a look at one of them really quick here. So first of all, I want you to look at what I'm using. So I have a jump pack, I have a shield, I have scattergun, and then notice I'm using the EE4. It's essentially a shotgun version of the EE3, and it's just amazing, especially for close combat. So the overall strategy for drop zone is that you have to be really fast, really aggressive. Jump in there, activate the drop pod, and then get out. Defend if you can, but other than that, don't try it too much. So you notice over and over, I just use the jump pack, go in, activate my shield, and then start holding down X or whatever it is for you, square, on PS4 on the computer, and then activate the drop pod, and then I'm done. And if I die, okay, whatever. Like, you can keep fighting over the drop pod, it's not a big deal. One thing right here you'll see I'm doing is rotating around the drop pod. So I start off activating it, I see there's that Viper droid. So I walk up to it and I start turning because I know it can't hit me behind it. So that's a really nice strategy to use, and you'll see me use that over and over and over again. So here I'm going after this closest one, so I see there's somebody right here by me. It's coming up. Okay, so I hide a little bit and then step out with my scattergun and kill him. So use these things as cover. They're really underused. Most people just stand around. They're easy picking. You can just walk up and smack them in the back or something when you should be using it to your advantage. And I think part of the reason why people don't rotate around the drop pod like this and use it for cover is because it's awkward. It's weird. You don't intuitively think of how to do it with your hands on the controller. The way I do it is I'll walk up and start holding X, but then you simultaneously kind of have to move your thumb over onto the right analog stick and be using your left thumb on the left analog stick, and just be using both of those. You kind of have to use the part of your thumb that's a little bit farther up, closer to your hand. So it's a little strange, but you'll get used to it. Don't worry, it's not a big deal. So notice again, I'm hiding behind the drop pod. I did get killed, but I did activate it. Also, look where I am now on the leaderboard. I'm at the top, and that really wasn't that long. It's only taken about 6 minutes, and I have a lot more points than everybody else. This strategy, some of my strategies like for extraction, for cargo, you know, they're not going to get you like a ton of points, but you will win the match. This one is going to help you win the match and get you a ton of points. I'm not kidding about that. At the very end of my video, check out where I'm at on the leaderboard. I'm still solidly at the top. This is a little trick you can use on this map exclusively. You can just jetpack up here. I think it's funny because you're running just straight on this curved surface. I think it's kind of hilarious. But again, look, I'm circling around. People are firing at me using this kind of cover, and then I just boost out. It's okay if they take it. You're just delaying them so that you can keep coming at them, and it's not a huge deal. Okay, so here I want to show you guys this in action. This is some close quarters combat fighting with using the shipment to my advantage. So I just died right here, but I'll show you what I mean here in a second.
We have the location of another pod.
So I see that they've taken it back. So I took it before, respawn, see them take it back. So see how I'm running around? So yeah, he smacked me twice when I died, but he would have killed me before I finished activating the drop pod. Had I not started circling around, he wouldn't have had to run after me like you saw he did, and then it would have died before I even got it finished. So again, that's just emphasizing the fact that you can circle around. Also, use your cover. This is a basic thing. This doesn't really have to apply to this video exclusively, but just use your cover wisely, and that's always a good thing to do. So again, one of the really important things about drop zone is this jump pack. You have to have the jump pack if you want to be successful like this, because they are separated far enough apart. You can just get in, get out. So one thing also I want you guys to remember is how many points you're getting from activating the pods. You will get more points from activating the pods than you will from killing people. You do not have to kill the people before you activate the pod, which is why there's that circling technique. you get so much more points. And if you do kill people as they're coming up after you've activated it, great, then you get more points. But hopefully this tutorial was helpful for you guys. Comment below if you found a better hand that works for you in Drop Zone. What kind of techniques have been successful for you.